Hello students in grade 6. I'm glad to see all of you in this lesson. Now here we go, Unit 16, Man and the Environment. In this period, we will study Section A, Animals and Plants. Firstly, I introduce Part 1, Listen and Repeat.
Some rice.
A lot of rice.
A little rice.
Some eggs.
A lot of eggs.
A few eggs.
Okay, the first one. I have some rice. Again, some rice. Next, a lot of rice. Next, a little rice. After, some eggs. A lot of eggs. A few eggs. You know, a lot of is an adjective and it means in Vietnamese nhiều. A little or a few this is an adjective and it means in Vietnamese ít hoặc một ít. After the text, you see three pictures first. You know rice is uncountable noun, tức là gạo là một danh từ không đếm được. So you say some rice, nghĩa là một số gạo. A lot of rice, nhiều gạo. A little rice, ít gạo. Next, you observe three pictures below. Eggs is countable noun, nghĩa là trứng là một danh từ đếm được. And you also use some eggs, nghĩa là một số trứng. A lot of eggs, nghĩa là nhiều trứng. A few eggs, nghĩa là một ít trứng. So you write some notes. A lot of, or lots of, the same meaning many or much. A few plus countable nouns. A little plus uncountable noun. So when you make questions about quantity of something, you use how much plus uncountable noun and how many plus countable nouns. There are some model questions and answers for you. You repeat and write your notebook. A. How much rice is there? There is some or a lot of or a little rice. B. How many eggs are there? There are some or a lot of or a few eggs.
2.
We continue part 2. Listen and read, then answer the question. In this picture, this is Mr. Hai, and you listen the text about him. Now, let's listen.
And he grows a few vegetables.
2.
He also has
Listen and
some
read.
trees.
Then
They
answer the
produce a little
question.
fruit. Mr.
Mr. Hai is a farmer.
He has
He has
two
some
buffaloes.
paddy fields and he
They
produces a
plow the
lot of
paddy
rice.
fields and pull a cart.
Near his house he has a
He has
small
a few
field
cows.
and he
They
grows a few
produce a little
vegetables.
milk.
He
has some
also has a
chickens.
few fruit
They
trees.
produce a
They
lot
produce a
of
little
eggs.
fruit.
He also
Mr.
has
Hai
a
has
dog
some
and
animals.
cats.
He has 2 buffalo.
Questions.
They plow the paddy fields and pull a cart.
How much rice does Mr.
He has
Hai
a few
produce?
cows. They
B.
produce a little
Does he
milk.
produce any vegetables?
He has some chickens.
C.
They produce
much
a
fruit
lot
does he
of
produce?
eggs.
D.
He also
How
has
much
a
milk
dog
do his
and
cows
2
produce?
cats.
E. How many
Questions.
eggs do his chickens produce?
A. How much rice does Mr. Hai produce?
B. Does he produce any vegetables?
C. How much fruit does he produce?
D. How much milk do his cows produce?
E. How many eggs do his chickens produce?
Now I introduce some new words in the text. You must listen, repeat, and write in your notebooks. 1. Animals. It means in Vietnamese động vật. Again, animals. Animal. 2. It means in Vietnamese cây cối. 3. To produce. It means in Vietnamese sản xuất. 4. Buffalo. It means in Vietnamese con trâu. 5. Cart. It means in Vietnamese xe bò, xe kéo. And you have two verbs. Pull. It means in Vietnamese kéo. Next. Cow. It means in Vietnamese con bò cái. Next. Number 8. To plow. It means in Vietnamese cày. And number 9. To grow. It means in Vietnamese trồng. And the same meaning plant. You write in your notebook. Now again, animal, plant. To produce, buffalo, cart, pull, cow, plow, grow, plant. Now listen again and read silently.
Mr. Hai is a farmer.
He has some paddy fields and he produces a lot of rice. Near his house, he has a small field and he grows a few vegetables. He also has a few fruit trees. They produce a little fruit. Mr. Hai has some animals. He has two buffalo. They plow the paddy fields and pull a cart. He has a few cows. They produce a little milk. He has some chickens. They produce a lot of eggs. He also has a dog and two cats.
2. Listen and read, then answer the questions.
Mr. Hai is a farmer. He has some paddy fields and he produces a lot of rice. Near his house he has a small field and he grows a few vegetables. He also has a few fruit trees. They produce a little fruit. Mr. Hai has some animals. He has two buffalo. They plow the paddy fields and pull a cart. He has a few cows. They produce a little milk. He has some chickens. They produce a lot of eggs. He also has a dog and two cats. Questions. A. How much rice does Mr. Hai produce?
B. Does he produce any vegetables?
C. How much fruit does he produce?
D. How much milk do his cows produce?
E. How many eggs do his chickens produce?
After listening and reading, there are 5 questions for you. A. How much rice does Mr. Hai produce? B. Does he produce any vegetables? C. How much fruit does he produce? D. How much milk do his cows produce? E. How many eggs do his chicken produce? You have 5 minutes to answer the questions. Okay, I instruct some answer for you. A. How much rice does Mr. Hai produce? You answer, he produces a lot of rice. B. Does he produce any vegetables? You answer, yes, he does. C. How much fruit does he produce? You answer, he produces a little fruit. D. How much milk do his cow produce? You answer, they produce a little milk. And question E, how many eggs do his chicken produce? You answer, they produce a lot of eggs. Now we continue part 3. Listen and write the letter of the picture under the right heading. Now let's listen.
3.
3.
Listen
and write the letter of the picture under the right heading.
Some.
Some.
A
A
few.
few.
A
A
little.
little.
A
A
lot.
lot.
A.
A.
There are
There are a lot of potatoes.
B.
B.
There are
There are
some
some tomatoes.
C.
C.
There are
There are a
few
few
onions.
onions.
D.
D.
There are
There are a lot of vegetables.
E.
E.
There is a
There is a little rice.
F.
F.
There
There are some flowers.
You have 5 minutes to write the letter of the picture under the right heading. So we have this correct answer. A. Potatoes. B. Tomatoes. C. Onions. D. Vegetables. E. Rice. F. Flowers. A. A lot of potatoes. B. Some tomatoes. C. A lot of onions. D. A few vegetables. E. A little rice. And F. Some flowers. So we have finished section A, animals and plants. Now in this slide, I will summarize whole contents of section A. You must write in your notebook. Okay, you must homework. Learn new words by heart. Rewrite the answers in your notebooks. Do exercises in workbook. And prepare the new lesson B 1, 2, 4, 5. Thank you for your joining. Goodbye and see you later.